As I was making my love letter to Moist Critical, I received a message from my friends that MatPat was retiring. He announced it in a video titled "Goodbye Internet," which quickly spread and was felt through the community. I was shocked. Its comment section was flooded with positivity and love for everything he's done on YouTube and for the gaming community. He deserves it all and more. This one goes out to you, Matthew Patrick. When I was in middle school around 2016 to 2018, there wasn't a more iconic and consistently good YouTube channel than Game Theory, with this lovable host by the name of MatPat who tells dad jokes, has an addiction to Coca-Cola, and obsesses over the smallest details in video game lore. It was quality content, and he was surrounded by good people such as his wife Stephanie, who were regularly there and contributing to the positive energy. Game Theory was a home of great content by video game nerds for video game nerds. And no content on the channel was more prominent than Five Nights at Freddy's, the very first FNAF Theory released in October of 2014, during the same era when YouTubers across the platform checked it out for the very first time. It was a random little indie game no one had heard of. Game Theory and FNAF were like cookies and milk. MatPat's personality and editing style just complemented Five Nights at Freddy's so well with the internet culture surrounding it and the mystery surrounding its lore. It needed theorizing. And as time went on, more games in this mascot horror genre continued to release. And all of it was theorized on very well by MatPat and the team. Over time, Game Theory became more of a franchise, birthing the other channels GT Live, Film Theory, Food Theory, and now the more recent Style Theory. GT Live was the most intertwined with the original channel, with the subject matter remaining the same. The difference here was the live aspect of it, of course, and while it's no longer really live streams, it still features raw gaming with MatPat and a face cam. But the first bigger contribution to the brand, Film Theory, was where things became more exciting. It now opened him up to the worlds of film and television. This meant the likes of Marvel and their major blockbusters could be the focus of a video. This goes for DC as well, of course, all superhero-related movies. Classic movies that have accompanied our society for years are now on the table. And then the whole television aspect of it. Breaking Bad, Bluey, Stranger Things, classic shows that have been with us for decades, modern shows that define the current era. So much is now on the table, and this all could have felt gross and industrialized, but MatPat kept it down to earth and human by consistently showing us his face, speaking to the camera for serious talks, and keeping it real. Just like it was originally, watching his content through these new channels still felt like home. And it was at this point that I realized I can listen to him talk about anything. When I first heard that Food Theory was the next channel coming, I totally questioned food being the subject matter. Food? Isn't that boring? And good old MatPat proved me wrong. Him and the team kicked off the channel with not one, not two, but 5 banger videos on day one. Plus the channel trailer to give an idea of what's to come. MatPat and company were not messing around. And these videos were good, man. The same quality that we are all used to, same editing style, same type of jokes, and it feels totally natural. What I realized here is that yes, I was compelled to watch the video because the Kool-Aid Man was here, but what lingers in my mind and why I consistently come back to these channels is because of this man. The announcement of Style Theory was similar. The overall theme of the channel didn't grab me, but using IPs and other subject matter that I'm interested in, plus MatPat himself, is what pulled me in regardless. I've said it before, but his iconic image, plus his great dad jokes and fatherly vibe, made for a powerful YouTuber. Like he said in his goodbye, 2023 was a really high for him, with hosting the streamies, the viewership on all channels remaining fantastic, and having the cameo in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That one especially hit hard, with him originally wanting to do acting before he made YouTube his living, and FNAF being the greatest fixation game theory has. It was really a full circle moment for him there. So MatPat beginning the transition into retirement was a good call that makes me happy for him, and overpowers my selfish sadness. But I really can't even be upset because we all saw this coming. As the years went by, we saw our man MatPat grow up. Like he said himself, he went from talking about princess boobs to Luigi's bulge. But seriously, he was once a raunchier kid who then developed his relationship with Steph, and eventually she became his wife, and then their love led to their son Oliver. He grew up right in front of our very eyes and became a respectable, beloved man across the internet. I'm repeating myself, but MatPat, I must say it's really wild to see you leaving. You began as a theater kid, man. The first videos on the channel aren't even game theory related. They're clips of you and your acting gigs. But you started this little internet show, it was very of the times, and thanks to your charm and the beauty of the YouTube algorithm where anyone can get attention, this became your livelihood. And what a fruitful livelihood that has been, man. While it's sad to see our friend go, he deserves to spend time with his family, and he can always pop up more in the future. Regardless, the greatest gift we all have is the past. All the old theories are still here, and after a few taps or clicks, we can teleport right back to 2011 with our theater kid MatPat, or switch over to 2016 MatPat. Did you know he met Miyamoto? He also partnered up with YouTube Red to create Game Lab, his live show where other content creators would join him in playing real-life video game recreations. With YouTube in our hands, we've been granted a precious time stone to freely go back and relive the great memories. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching, and enjoy retirement, my friend.